So what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from Team Samurai X1 here, and Samurai X1 here, and his name is John C. Got him! And today I'm coming at you guys my Ice Barrier deck profile. I've been getting so many requests for me to do this deck profile. People are like, yo Sam, you have to do an Ice Barrier deck profile. Sam, do the best Ice Barrier deck profile, and I cannot neglect the requests. And I was like, I have to do this for you guys. Number one, this deck profile is going to be super fun for me to do. I like, to be honest, I can't say I hate this deck, but I actually have this love and hate relationship for this deck. Sometimes you can open up very, very well, and the only problem that this deck has is just that it's just too slow. Like, I tried many builds. I tried to make this deck as competitive as possible, and it's just not, it's not good. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you guys all know that I'm always a positive person. I never trash on the deck, but this deck is actually like pretty bad. Like, I feel bad for saying this because I know there's gonna be like, you know, Ice Barrier fans out there, and I feel bad for saying it. But anyways, this deck basically revolves around General Gantala of the Ice Barrier. This card right here is the boss monster of the deck. So I try to build my deck revolving around this card, and I'll explain to you guys all my card choices as I progress through the deck profile. So you just go out with the monster. You don't play double General Gantala of the Ice Barriers. This card is the main boss monster of the deck. This card is very, very good for solvers that during your end phase, like, and this deck has so many flaws. During your end phase, and only on your end phase, you basically get to revive Ice Barrier monster from your graveyard, except for General Gantala of the Ice Barrier. So basically, this card is a Bokuto monster reborn. You can basically go off with combos with General Gantala and what is it called? And Prio of the Ice Barrier. So this card is very, very good. You know, during the end phase, he just brings back he's a monster reborn of the deck. And the really good thing about this deck is that you want to try to protect this card as much as possible. So ways to send him to the graveyard is basically through Foolish Burial, or you can discard it off your hand to the graveyard off strategies and things like that. And the really good thing to bring him back is through Call of the Haunted or Prio's effect. So this card is basically the main boss monster of the deck. So you're going to play double General Gantala of the Ice Barriers. Let's go off to our other boss. We're going to play, of course, one medium of the Ice Barrier and one General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. These two cards are all the boss monsters you play in the deck. General Raiho is very, very good because it's like basically a breakthrough skill for this deck. Basically, if your opponent monster's effect resolves, your opponent basically have to discard a card to basically resolve its effect. His effect is not once per turn, which is very, very nice. And medium of the Ice Bear, I have a love and hate relationship with this card. So what you want to do with these boss monsters is you want to revive back with General Gantala every single end phase. So these cards are really, really good for that. So you want to send these cards to the graveyard as much as possible. And medium, as I was saying before, medium is like a great Shogun Shield of the deck. So which is very, very nice. And his first effect, you know, you can basically special this card from your hand if your opponent controls 4 more cards on the field more than you. 4 more cards more than you. So this card is basically a free special summon if your opponent basically have a full board of monsters. So we're going to play a triple Prio of the Ice Barrier. This card is absolutely phenomenal. I really love this card because he's like the monster board in the deck. Play a triple strategist of the Ice Barrier. This card is your draw power of the deck, and this card is also kind of like your Foolish Burial of the deck as well, because you Foolish Burial your Gantala, you Foolish Burial your Prio. Oh, that glare is terrible. Terrible glare, guys. Oh man, because I'm using matte sleeves, I should have never used matte sleeves for this one. But anyways, hopefully you guys will still see the cards. You want to play triple strategist. Card's very good because its effect is that once per turn you can send one Ice Barrier monster from your hand to the graveyard to draw 1 card. So this is the only level 4 that you play in the deck, in my personal opinion. You guys can, but I do play triple strategist. This card is really, really good. And next turn I'll play triple defender of the Ice Barrier. This card is phenomenal. The first turn generally, what you want to do is you want to go into okay, if you have these cards in your hand. Like, what you want to do first turn as much as possible, what you want to do is you want to normal summon strategist. Okay, let me just clear my board over there because it gets messy. So what you want to do is you want to, this is your hand. This is probably like a really good opening, but you know what? Any deck can break this board. What you can do is you can normal summon strategist. Okay, let's pretend you have, so this is your hand and you have 2 randoms. In your hand. Okay, this is your 2 random cards. So what you can do is you normal summon strategist, active strategist effect, ditch off the defender to the grave, draw 1 card. So you have 4 cards in hand now, including Prio. What you can do is play special summon Prio, activate Prio's effect, special summon the defender. And at this point, you have to end your turn and then set all your macros and things like that. Like, do whatever you gotta do, because at this point, you guys didn't know, defender is a tuner, and also his effect is very, very good because When you control another face-up Ice Barrier monster, yeah, your opponent cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than this card's defense. So basically, anything that's 1600 or higher attack basically cannot attack. So you basically have a stall tactic already for the first turn, which is very, very nice. And last but not least, you do play one Blizzard, Defender of the Ice Barrier. The card is really good. You know, if it dies, draw one card. But other than that, it has no purpose in the deck. For our Ice Barrier monsters, you guys can play Aqua Spirit, you guys can play Dance Princess. You guys want to play Aqua Spirit or Dance Princess, cut out this card and cut out one defender for one defender, and maybe you can even cut out medium. Like you don't even need these. You can play 2 Aqua Spirit and one one Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. Dance Princess is the most expensive Ice Barrier monster, if you guys didn't notice that. So yeah, so you know, you can cut these 3 cards out and replace with double Aqua Spirit and a Dance Princess, so that way that your deck is more routed towards the rank 4 XYZ version. And our other monsters, you can play double Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk literally tutors out this card. So if you open up Summoner Monk at any spell, you're pretty much in a good position, because you can go first turn Summoner Monk, ditch off ditch off a spell, especially on the strategist, activate strategist effect to ditch off a spell to draw a card, and then you basically overlay into XYZs or things like that from that point. But other than that, Summoner Monk just tutors out your strategist from the deck, which is super, super amazing, and helps you go into your rank 4 place. Double Summoner Monk. Last but not least, I played double Maxi for the current format. You guys all know how much I love Maxi. Maxi, especially in this format, is just absolutely amazing. And you know what? I actually know that some people might actually take this deck to the local tournaments. And you know what? A lot of people play PK Fire and Cosmo, so Maxi just really helps against that. So that's pretty much it for our monsters. I believe we play 19 monsters. Let's go off into our spells. You want to play triple reinforcement of the army of the deck. So you Medallion of the Ice Bear. Basically, add 1 Ice Barrier monster for your deck to your hand. So it's like a roll out of the deck. Really self-explanatory. Double Salvage. This card is really, really good. Salvage, really great for the sole purpose that it can add back Defender. It can add back Prio. It can also add back these guys right here, which is really, really nice. These cards right here are fodder for strategist targets, which is really, really good. If you have double strategists on board, you can ditch 2 cards, draw 2 cards, activate Salvage, and just basically go off from there and just recycle back your Prios and things like that. Prio is like a monster born in the deck. I explained that to you guys before. So basically, you want to see Prio as much as possible. So when you're playing double Salvage and 3 Prios, you're basically playing 4 Prios in the deck. And really good thing about Salvage is that you have double Prios in the graveyard. You can add 2 Prios back into your hand. And the really good thing about Prio is that his effect is not a once per turn effect, I believe. Yeah, his effect is not once per turn. So basically, what you can do is you can add back double Prio and active special summon, and basically tribute for bringing back Defender and things like that from your graveyard, which is very, very nice. So Salvage is very good in the deck. It basically salvages back your materials, which is very, very amazing. So double Salvage. Next, I'm playing double Twin Twister. Really good in this deck because you want to send your cards from your hand to the graveyard as much as possible. So you want to see General Cantala in your graveyard as much as possible. Next, the one of 1 instant fusion, because you can make insane rank 4 plays in this deck, and you know Norden is very, very good. So you play the 1 instant fusion, very, very, very self-explanatory. 1 reasoning. I like to play 1 reasoning because you know what? If you actually special Cantala off this, which is very, very good. So if reasoning was at 3, I would even play 3 reasonings in this deck. There's a lot of levels in this deck actually. There's 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like legit. Like 5, like there's like for level 1 to level 7. So basically you have to call it right. So reasoning is very, very good. It gets you a free Gantala if they resolve it. So 1 Soul Charge, really great. Soul Charge double Gantala. Oh my god. GG. Really, really amazing. Soul Charge is amazing for that. It helps you go into a rank 4 XYZ plays. And just big explosive wars, especially with Gantala as well. So 1 Soul Charge, and last but not least was 1 Foolish Burial. Card is a really great toolbox of the deck. You want to send Gantala to the graveyard as much as possible. Pretty much it for spells. Off to our traps. This deck is a basically protect General Cantala deck. So you want to play triple save zone. Okay, I am not kidding. People were like, Sam, what the heck? Why are you playing save zone? Guys, I'm trying to make this deck competitive, legit. I see deck profiles where people play like Compulse, Torrential Tribute, Boundless. No, man. That's not the purpose of the deck. The purpose of the deck is literally get out Gantala and protect him as much as possible. Get out Ryo. Get out Ryo. Protect him as much as possible. The card is really, really good. Save Zone is amazing. Really, really good, especially this deck. So you want to protect Gantala as much as possible. So yeah, I said it like 10 times. So this card is really, really good. Save Zone Gantala, every single end phase you basically get a free monster born every single turn, which is very nice. Save Zone just protects your monster from dying, which is really, really good. And in today's format where decks are just so easily can OTK you, you know, Save Zone just protects you from dying, from mass attacks and things like that. So Save Zone is really good. And the really good thing about Save Zone is that, let's say they have a big monster on the board and they activate Twin Twister, you can activate the Save Zone and chain Save Zone onto the monster. And when Save Zone dies, that monster will die as well. So it can be basically used as a interrupt tactic of the deck. So interrupt Twin Twisters and things like that. So Save Zone is really, really good. Triple Save Zone, you want to protect your Gintala as much as possible. This card win games. Trust me. Trust me. Triple Call the Haunted. Like, I'm not kidding. This card is really, really good. You guys can see that how much I play Monster Revival, Soul Charge, Instant Fusion, things like that. You want to revive your graveyard as much as possible. That's why I have cards like Foolish Burial to send Gintala to the graveyard. I actually might want to play Oasis of Dragon Souls, you know what I mean? But you know what? As of now, I'm not playing Oasis of Dragon Souls. So Call the Haunted is very, very good. You want to revive your Gintala back as much as possible. So this card is absolutely phenomenal. And you know, you can make explosive level 7 single plays with Defender and things like that. So this card is basically recycles your resources, which is very, very good. And it just, you know, puts more board presence on board as well, which is very, very good as well. So triple Call Hunt is amazing. And this is my favorite Mirror Force of all time, Triple Quaking Mirror Force. I love this card. So good against the DA matchup, and really good against any other matchup as well, because this card can literally help you stall. If your opponent has 3 monsters, you basically lock your opponent down from, you know, freaking, 3 monster slot, because they cannot flip those monsters face up unless they tribute it. So Quick and Mirror Force is really, really amazing. It helps you stall and helps you get into your combo pieces, which is very, very nice. I love this card, and sometimes, as I said before, you must protect your Gintala as much as possible. You must protect all your Ice Barriers as much as possible. So Quick and Mirror Force definitely does the job right. Double Solemn Strikes, you guys don't have to play these. I know one Solemn Warning. Strike is very expensive right now. You guys don't have to play it. What I would do is I would take out Strikes for maybe a Boundless and a Oasis of Dragon Souls, or maybe a Vanity's Emptiness, or even a Oasis of Dragon Souls. It's all up to you guys on what you guys want to play. But Strike is definitely not mandatory to play in this deck. Pretty much it for our traps. That's our deck, guys. Really hope you enjoy. Let's go off into our extra deck. I'm telling you right now, sometimes I look at this deck and I'm like, bro, how do you make most of these cards? Like you don't. Like, it's crazy. You play one Trish, you barely make it. You can make it with, let's see. You can make it, it's so rare going into it. You can make it with this, you can go with this, this, let's say, so 7. Like, you can't even make it. Like, I don't think you, oh, here it is. You can, yeah. Here it is. There, that's how you make Trish. Legit. Yeah, yeah. You can make this if this survives on the board, because you know why? Because let's say you go first turn this, you go with this, activate this, you draw 1 card, special summon this. Well, you kind of need two prio to special summon Trish, but you have to wait till next turn anyways. So tribute this, special summon that, wait a turn, and then, you know, if you have another prio and have special summon the prio, and you can't even special summon level 5 or higher monsters at this point. So you basically have to wait another turn to basically go into Trish. So you can go into Trish in this deck. And guys, as you guys can see, I do not play this Magic Triangle with the Ice Barrier. This card is terrible. This card makes the deck even worse. If you guys don't know this card's effect is that reveal 3 Ice Barrier monsters with different names in your hand to select 1 card your opponent controls, destroy your opponent's card, and special 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand. You need 5 cards to activate this card. Legit. You need this card, an Ice Barrier special summon, and 3 other Ice Barrier monsters in your hand. This card sucks. Like, it's the worst card ever. I'm being serious. I'm sorry, guys. 1 Trish, 1 Armadis, 1 DeLorean, because you can only play 1. 1 Clear Wing, 1 Black Rose, and 1 Arcanine to round off for our 7s. As you guys can see, I do not own a Gungnir. I feel bad for proxying Gungnir, but if you guys have a Gungnir, take out the Arcanite Magician and play it for Gungnir. So this is a Gungnir, guys. This is a Gungnir. I'm sorry, don't hate me, please. So 1 Arcanite to replace Gungnir because I don't. Next off to level 8, you want to play 1 Starter Spark Dragon and 1 Colossal Fighter. I'm telling you guys right now, I barely go into level 8 in this deck because you can barely make it. The only thing you can make it is legitimately this, like this. You need these to make a level 8. It's too much. It's just too much on the board to make a level 8, but these are just there just in case. And as I said before, extra deck is always up to personal preference, especially in Ice Barriers. This deck literally confuses itself. It's so hard to make a synchro sometimes, so the most level synchros that you go into is probably level 7, so you know, you basically go into Gungnir the most. And by the way, guys, Arcanine Magician, as I said before, is a Gungnir. I do not have a Gungnir, so just pretend this card is a Gungnir. So this is a Gungnir right here, Gungnir. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for our level 8. So go out to our last level. You're going to play level 10 Leo. You can make Leo a lot in this deck because you can basically go into, you know, if you have double Gintala, you can basically summon the defender, go into Leo. Leo is very, very good. And then if you have Call the Haunted back Gintala and basically just go off from there. So Leo is very, very amazing for that purpose. So 1 Leo because you can easily make it in this deck. And next you want to play 1 Norden because you do play the Instant Fusion. 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Lightning, one Abyss Dweller, one Castell, and last but not least, one Big Eye to run off our monster lineup, because we do play double Gantala, and there's our situations when you need to go double Gantala and go into the Big Eye to rob your opponent's monsters, which is very, very nice. I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. And for those of you who haven't subscribed or liked the video, it will mean a lot to me if you guys do that. That's all I ask for you guys. Just show me your support by subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. And yeah, this is Sam. And by the way, guys, just check out my second channel called SamHamTV for more funny skits and food. Alright guys, yeah, I'm out. Peace.